Okay, so in this session we're going to be looking at bank reconciliation, quick and easy session. Very important because this is the only validation of our figures that we agree to an external document, which of course is the paper statement or online statement you receive from your bank. So we go into transaction entry and bank statements. In the top left hand corner we choose the bank account that you're interested in. And we check, first of all, in the top right hand corner that the statement opening balance is the same as the paper statement in front of you. As you can see, all of the items are listed that have yet to be on a bank statement, and they're listed in date order unless you click, as I'm doing here, on the different headings at the top which change the order in which things appear based on their description or their amount. So to do the bank rec, we check that the opening balance equals the paper statement, and then we literally look for the items that are on your paper statement one by one. So if the first item on the paper statement is this paying in slip, we look for it and we tick the box on the left hand side, and as you can see the closing balance changes each time we tick an item. So we always work from the paper statement looking for items here, and at the top on the left you can see it tells you how many items you've ticked so far, which can be useful if you find you're not balancing. If you're finding it hard to track an item down, click on the receipts or the payments heading and it puts the numbers into numeric order, which sometimes is easier than trawling through all sorts of items. If a figure is not quite right, so in this payment out, let's say I've entered the wrong figure, I've entered £55 and it should have been just £15 on this payment. So I clicked the button that said adjustment, I chose the appropriate shortcode, and I've put a receipt of £40 in. This is because I need to reduce the amount of the payment by £40. So I do it the other way. I put a receipt of £40 in and some kind of narrative. So check entered incorrectly and some details. I put the date back to the original item that I'm trying to adjust and I click on save. And as you can see now, the £55 also has a payment of 40, and of course when you add the two together they will come to the £15 that we needed. So that was the adjust button, as you can see in the middle. If you just can't find an item, you can use the find box. You could type in a check number, or in my case I know it came from M. Smith and I've simply typed that into the find box. Once I find it, I tick it and then click on show all to bring all the other items back again. So one by one I'm ticking the items that appear. What if something is not on the list? A common one is bank interest. Well, you leave it ticked and you just go off to the appropriate tab, in my case direct postings, and you enter the item. I've entered a little bit of bank interest. And when I return to the bank statement, all the ticks were as I left them, but the new item now appears for ticking. And it's as simple as that with the bank reconciliation. We tick everything and we check that the statement closing balance equals the paper statement. When it does, we enter a reference. I've put the sheet number, but you could just as easily put the month end date. And then we've got the date that the statement relates to. And we finally click on the button called Commit Changes. The report produced shows you both the reconciled and the unreconciled items, and we definitely recommend you print that and store it with the paper statement. And all that's left are the items yet to be reconciled next month.